Hello! Hello, everybody. Good morning! Good morning, besties. Here we are. Back at all-time highs. What do you know? What would you know? Who would have thunk it? How's everyone doing? Happy Thursday! It's Thursday. Woohoo! Who caught longs yesterday? It did end up hitting previous day high, new all-time highs again. Who would have thunk it? I got a little unlucky in getting stopped break even right here. Wait, where was it? No, right here. Right there. Swept my stop. Went a couple points below and just rip. So, anyway, if you held the longs, yeah, we did go to all-time highs. And here we are again. And, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do today? I don't know. U.S. government's still shut down. What's your bias for today? As you can see, it's not allowed anymore to have more than one day down in the market. So, let me know in the, how would you say, poll. How's everyone doing? Yes, Hambino or Jambino. The market can stay rational longer than you can stay solvent. Yeah. Woohoo! Welcome, Caffey, to the Bagel Buddies. Welcome. Good morning, Plano. Good morning. Oh, see, 557 votes, 48% bullish, 30% bearish, and 22% neutral. Lovely. Let's see here. $44 points for ES ATR and NASDAQ 247. Woohoo! Today will be the last stream of the week because tomorrow I'm going to be at the New York Stock Exchange in the morning. I got invited to the New York Stock Exchange. Woohoo! How fun. We're making moves. We gotta say, it's been such a fun year, you guys. Shout out to everybody here that supports me and supports the channel. Y'all are some real ones. I appreciate you. The best chat on YouTube, I think. So, let's see. Analysis. I mean, we hit all-time highs again. Previous day high. Which is just the previous day high, right? Let's see. All-time high. I'll mark it as previous day high now. You know, I know a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I respect as traders were coming in yesterday bearish, looking for that rejection in the 4-hour FEG, right? As was chat. Like 47% of chat was bearish yesterday. But there was no reason to get short. There was no, NASDAQ just rocketed at the morning, right? So that just goes by the old saying. The market can remain irrational longer than you can stay solvent, right? So that's not to just go with the vibes. Make sure you always go with your analysis. There has to be confirmation, etc. So, I mean, here we are. I'll have the 15 open. What's the vibe? Vibe check for today. Let's see what the first 15 minutes of the day does. Maybe I'll go golfing with Trump one day. Oh, that's the goal. Wouldn't that be great? I actually got a putting mat it's now in my living room to practice putting as well. Gotta keep practicing. The thing is, you guys, I have the personality, I'm sure a lot of you guys do, where if I get into something, I become obsessed with it. I just go all the way, right? And that's what helps you become successful and stuff, like trading, golf now. That's going to take a while, so you got to stay with it, but I'm definitely obsessed with it. Now I'm like obsessed with the New York Times crossword. Like, I need to get good at it. I've done every single Monday crossword of this year so far, and now I'm on Tuesdays all the way back to like April. So I don't know. It's helpful to be obsessed about something. About a passion and not about another person or something like that. So let's see, what's the heat map looking like? Okay, that's the Dow Jones. Let's see the NASDAQ. All right, NVIDIA's up 1.5%. Surprise, surprise. That's sarcasm. Tesla's down 1.8%. Amazon's down only a bit. Everything else kind of flat. Costco's up 2.5%. I don't think I've ever really shopped at Costco. Maybe I will in the future when I have a family. Let's see. This is the S&P. Yeah, everything's very just flat. So gotta give the market some time for discovery here, I'd say. It's been sort of just consolidating. And where's the push-up start yesterday? Pretty much here, I'd say, right? Start of the swing up. No, I don't really feel like shorting. Unless some news comes out like the other day. I'd rather wait for just any sort of shallow retracement or SMT at a low to go long again. I mean, like 2 days ago when I shorted 2 days ago. Yesterday I tried a long. Everyone saw that. I got stopped down, then I just ran all the way up to my first target and second target. And that's just gonna happen to you in trading. That's just the name of the game. So I'm gonna take a look at, is there any news today? Probably not, because the government is shut down. Powell spoke at 8:30. I don't think he's still speaking, no chance. He doesn't talk that long. We got more FOMC members speaking later this afternoon. And we have the 30-year bond auction at 1:01 p.m. I always make sure I have the yellow folder news checked off as well, because there's some yellow folder news that acts more like that can be volatile, like the 30-year bond auction, and sometimes inject volatility in the market. Oftentimes. It's at 1:01 p.m. today. Never want to be caught off guard, So Nasdaq's just, I just feel like this is going to consolidate today or slowly drop lower. And that's the thing, is that if it just slowly retraces, I don't know if that's I don't think that's the kind of trade I want to be part of, because it's probably going to be a high resistance run and just randomly stop people out back and forth. He has not done anything here, really. See if, let's go to 1 minute. Is there any 1 minute FEG first presented to mark out to start off the day with? Yeah, there is. So we'll see how well this holds price down to continue our analysis based on what we're going to do today. Nasdaq just hit London low. Yes, nowhere near London low. How fun. Okay. Pretty mixed. Pretty mixed, slightly red. I think we're just gapping up a ton, so it's going to be helpful to mark out the regular trading hours gap, which we already filled for yes, actually. We didn't gap up then. Yeah, we ended yesterday. Yeah, never mind. We ended yesterday like that, all the way up here. All right. We gapped down actually for Nasdaq. We filled that down lower. Cool. I don't think we tapped the first presented fair value gap at all, actually. But to be fair, I think the 2 minute just rebalanced, right? Is there FEG on the 2 minute? Yeah, there is actually. Or the 3. The 2 minute did rebalance. Yeah. So yeah, I like having the 4 hour and the 15 minute also up on my other screen. So if you kind of look at me, if I'm like looking at the size, it's probably what I'm doing. So I don't have to keep changing timeframes also here. It's just helpful to have this on a smaller time frame for everybody too. Ooh. Nasdaq dropped probably 67 points since the open. Honestly, it feels like more. Quite a bit of a drop there. You see if any news. Yeah. Trying Trump likely to be in Jerusalem on Sunday. Israeli president's office. Israeli foreign minister said, we don't have any intention to renew the war. Okay. That came out like about a minute ago. Well, that's good. We just, we're around that previous daily high, previous all-time highs now. You know, this drop was created by that news headline. Quite sure of it. So, we'll see how it responds here. Will we have a low resistance move lower again? Or is this going to invert? Yes, has not hit London low yet. Someone says, I'm a beginner. Where does she follow the news? Basically, if there's like a pretty big move like this, like these three candles, I'm going to check Walter Bloomberg on Twitter. It's like Delta One. It's free. He posts the Bloomberg terminal. Or I'll check, if he doesn't have anything, I'll check Fast Market, Stock Market, Fast Stock News. You're welcome. I'm putting it in the chat. But Walter typically has more stuff. Israeli foreign minister says, we are committed to Trump's plan. Cool. It's nice. That's good, because they are a good meeting now. Hopefully, they'll figure something out to end the war. Okay, ES hit London low. The minutes of yesterday's meeting yesterday showed another interest rate cut is likely coming. Okay, so we rejected from here on NASDAQ. I mean, that's the thing, though. I don't really have many targets for this down move, which is why I'm bullish today. Bullish/neutral. We're still in a higher time frame point of interest in this. We're still extremely bullish in these areas. So it's not really much for me to target as the downside, right? If there were maybe equal lows somewhere, I'd be kind of interested. Or not. There's not. There's equal highs here, which I'd like, actually. The pre-market highs. Those that are bearish will probably take this as the SMT on the 15, or an ES at the morning. Popped up a bit above London high. Right, this is London high. But I'm not bearish, really. So far, what's the market done? Made a first presented fair value gap bearish here, never retested it, continued dropping. Had another pretty big drop here. Yes, a bit weaker now from that drop area. NASDAQ back in here. Let's see if this forms an inversion. Ooh la la. Does form an inversion. What was that candle? Is there anything new? U.S. August wholesale inventories due at 10 a.m. are delayed due to government shutdown. No shit. Hold on. If we retrace, I'll probably try along. And we swept London low. Came into a 4-hour previous daily high. Inversion. Also break of a short-term high here. But we're in a pretty deep premium, so I would want us to retrace to 50% of this leg. Or BPR area. Which I don't know if that'll happen. It looks quite strong there, but hey, I'm not going to chase it. All right. I'm in. It just got filled there. See how this goes. I obviously don't like that ES just completely collapsed there. What happened? Is there news? I don't like that push down like that, but whatever. Okay. Oh, NVIDIA is mooning. Wow. $375 is the low. So ideally, I don't want to be in drawdown here for too long. And this is a 1 minute breaker that made a new low after taking this low. Made a new low, then I made a new high. Oh, it's half the first presented FEG rejected right there. Damn. See how it holds inversion in this lower part. My stop's where the stop is. It's just continuously making you low. Kind of makes me want to cut this early. Let's see. Did we close below this yet? No. No, we didn't close below the breaker. It's hanging on by a thread, but it's still hanging on. All right, it's about a... Yes, making another low. All right, he stopped out there. I would take that again, though, so whatever. You know what's wild is when I was putting in the limit fill, it's like, oh, it's probably not going to come back and fill me. It filled me, like, so quick. All right, whatever, made a new low. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, I didn't love when I saw ES did this. It's crazy. But on this candle is when I entered, so whatever. No, I'd take that again. Now I'll just wait for, I don't know. What's next? ES just now dropped into 50% of its move up. I guess I'll just wait for another SMT. Of course, as soon as I got stopped out there, the pump happens. It's amazing. Wow. That's entertaining. That's actually crazy, right? So rude. So rude. Process-wise, I'm pretty happy. I entered in 50% of them leg down. I put the stop where it needed to be, so just gotta go back to the drawing board now and just wait and see what's happening. Rip. Hmm. Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't really. Let's see. Now's the 10 o'clock open. Is the 10 o'clock candle. I'm marking that out. Well, it's interesting. All those like opens are right close to each other in NASDAQ and ES. A bit spread out, but it shows like a lot of consolidation overnight, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't fault anyone if they took this long. I took it. Inversion and also 2022 model. However, it's just consolidating right now. This push-up didn't make me FOMO back in when I got stopped out, that's for certain. I just have to figure out and just wait for more data. Let's see here. Just been consolidated. All right, boring market. Definitely enticed us here, enticed me here, enticed longs there. And then hasn't done anything here. In the last 10 minutes. For me to try longs again, I would need to see like strong displacements back up over here, meaning like bullish fair value gaps. We're not getting any of that so far. An alert if we cross new low day. More than 6,150 delays of flights involving the U.S. happened on Monday, more than 33,800 on Tuesday and thousands more yesterday, although some could be attributed to poor weather. Yeah, so air traffic controllers are essential, so they have to keep working, but they don't get paid while the government's closed. Ugh. I have a flight next week. I hope that the government gets back up and running by next Thursday, but doesn't seem like they're anywhere close to it. Absences from air traffic controllers and TSA security agents during the last shutdown in 2019 were one reason why it ended after 35 days. But the present shutdown is now on its 9th day. No end in sight so far. All right, we've just been consolidating. Can't be mad. Markets just did not do much here. Ooh. We love the government shutdown. My hat says invest. This is like some doo-doo action. This feels like, well, we're not doing much. Well, we had a big move yesterday. But we pretty much did consolidate overnight a lot here. So that's what I thought was accumulation, manipulation, then distribution back up, and that's not a bad idea. still, still gonna make a new low of the day for NASDAQ. I said I'd put an alert if it does cross there. We've been in this range for how long now? 40-point range. For 20 minutes. Doesn't feel like New York Open, New York AM session. Market's broken. Call a mechanic. Ronaldo is now the first billionaire soccer player because he signed a 2-year contract extension worth $400 million in June with Saudi Arabia's Al Nasser, team based in the capital of Saudi Arabia, helping push his net worth to $1.4 billion. That includes a nearly $200 million deal with Nike and endorsements of Armani and Castrol. Insane. And still, we've still just been consolidating. Past 21 minutes. 22 minutes. When's the next meeting with them? Let me check the Fed calendar. The 28th to the 29th. It's unlikely that we're going to get NFP numbers like this Friday either. So, yeah, it's unlikely the Fed's going to have any new data on the labor market to help guide it for its rate decision at the meeting next month. Tomorrow, 2 news drivers. Which ones? U of M consumer sentiment at 10. That could be fun. In fact, I have to extend this line more because it's just been consolidating for so long. It's funny. Market's drunk. Go home, market. That's the thing, is like I thought the news came out and I thought all the shorts were offside and this was a nice bullish, inverted bullish, and this short-term high broken. I would take this long again. Got quickly stopped out, which is a pleasure because it would be really suckish if it was consolidating for so long and I was in the long for 20 minutes before it stopped me out. So whatever. How long did it take until it stopped me out? Like 3 minutes, probably. 3 minutes. Rip the bandage off. Finally. All right, NASDAQ. Hit that new low. There's no more S&T there. NVIDIA does not care. Just keeps going up and up and up and up, right? Let's see. NVIDIA is now worth like 4.5 trillion. Isn't that crazy? I remember when a few years ago it was a big deal that I think Apple hit 1 trillion. NVIDIA was like, hold my beer. A new low of session. Just wicked it. Shows like, it really just shows. I'm happy that I didn't really have a short bias. It's not like I'm wrong with my bias. It's just that mostly shitty delivery. Just down 0.27%. ES basically took out like all of its afternoon gains, and it came into this FEG left from yesterday morning. And we'll see what ends up happening here. If there's no energetic push-up, there's no reason to be effing around in the market. See, there's all these equal highs here, somewhat left this bearish Here. Let's see what it does. This is previous daily high. I mean, it would need to just show some bullishness here. Like now, if it stalls, I'm not interested. Meh. Nope, didn't break any of these highs. Couldn't invert this. No, just a shitty delivery morning. What's up, Lumi? I'm good. We need a girls stream finally. Let's do it this week. Let's do it next week. Sure. Sure. Ooh. I haven't had like a guest on stream in a long time. Also, Lumi, you should also just come to New York in person. One day. And then you could come here and be here in person too. That would be more fun. But we could do it virtually as well first. Have you been to New York? Yeah, gold. I will, maybe by Christmas. Never been there. Yeah. New York's magical during Christmas time. Very crowded, but magical. Or you can come during the fall, and fall is my favorite season here. Market's so boring, you guys. What should we do? Ask me any questions. I might answer Q&A with the chat. Mm-hmm. I think it's funny. This market really just feels like a meme coin, right? Breaks down here. Everyone was looking for shorts yesterday. Breaks all-time highs again, and now chat. 48% of y'all were bullish. And now we just take all of it back from yesterday. Yes, at least. Let's see NASDAQ. NASDAQ's not at 50% left yet, but this is still kind of wild. Like, in such a bullish market, you'd expect a little tap and then go. So this is funny. Mm-mm. All of this, yes, is only down 0.34%, and NASDAQ's down also 0.34. Sharon Ish says, I have been trading my funded for 2 months now, and I was at 1,500 drawdown. Now I'm at break even. I have been very patient. How should I process? Any suggestions? That's good. If you were down 1,500, now you've worked your way back up to break even. Just keep doing what you're doing, honestly. I would say, like, now that you're at break even, make sure that you don't get impatient, because what you've been doing right now is good. So make sure you just keep the similar sizing or the same sizing until you get at least to a first payout. Pay yourself. Let's see. Nasdaq's now at 50% of its movement from yesterday. It's just been a slow grind lower. Someone asked, how do I decide daily bias? I'll go over that maybe at the end of the stream. Isn't it kind of funny, actually? ES started off the day a little bit stronger, right? Because it took out this London high. And it's been weaker than NASDAQ ever since. It started to get weaker. That's what I don't like when they, in the middle of the session, one of them, they switch whether they're stronger or weaker. Oh my gosh. I don't know, this is mad boring to me today. What's a daily candle range for ES today? $40. NASDAQ is 178. Mhm. Google says hackers who targeted Oracle tech stole mass amounts of consumer data. Google says dozens of organizations affected by a hacking campaign tied to Oracle software. Is this old news with Oracle? Yeah, it seems like it's old news. What's the market gonna honestly if the market reverses yesterday's move to the upside, it's really just like a meme coin. It's 4 hours so you can destroy. Hmm. Yes, it's almost there. Almost at that yesterday's low. Yesterday's morning low. We have that marked down anyway. I don't know, it's so weird because it's just like it's like a slow push lower. Just so slow. Slow. And like I said, I came in bullish, so there's not really anything I can be mad about missing a short. I came in bullish today. I tried one long, stopped, and then that's it. Because we consolidated after that. We continued to drop. I didn't want to flip. Because what am I really going to target? You know, I can't really target 50% because it could also just remain above that and the market could show strength. So, I don't know. I said I wouldn't short unless there was any kind of important news. There wasn't really. Now let's move lower from here to here. 60 points. It's not that big. Like watching paint dry in a way. Just because it doesn't confirm longs for it doesn't mean I want to flip short. Here I was looking for it to close above this and have a displacement. It rejected. And that's where we continued lower. It just kept me safe. It doesn't mean I wanted to short the failure. Here we have equal highs going into this 5-minute FEG. I think that's kind of interesting. Are we going to sweep them? Or are we going to invert this? Or are we just going to consolidate? Because we do know that some setups have happened after 11. I mean, yesterday's setup happened after 11. Monday's setup has happened after 11. Maybe today's setup will happen after 11. It's about to be 10:50. Okay, so it's back into this 5 minutes. Swept those highs there. I need some convincing to go long. I would need like the 5 minutes to get inverted. Got 2 minutes left in this candle. I'd want this to be a strong close. Long. This is there. Gonna come back now. Let's see. Still didn't invert. It like pauses here, and then maybe like the only way that I would basically get along is if it came in here and it made a nice swing low, and then it broke another swing high. Then I'd probably enter here, go up, and that's all I can kind of see. Or we'll see how this 5 minute closes. If it inverts, then maybe I'll join in here or so. But it doesn't seem like it is. It's the 5 minutes over in 4 seconds. Yeah. So that's my idea. Yeah, because otherwise it can just be ping-ponging. So I'll watch to see if this breaker and fair value gap holds any weight, because as we've seen over here, this one didn't, right? When I tried the first long here. So we'll see. So ideally it comes down into here and then takes out the high, and I can join something like this. That's my ideal situation. And then I'd put a stop there. But right now, it's not confirming, right? Right now, for all we know, it could just be rejecting here to go make another low. But so far, it's been holding in here, holding above these equal highs. Why is it so slow? Oh my god. It's been 6 minutes of just these tiny candles. See why this next 5 minute candle is it gonna invert that or what? Will we close above in the next 2 minutes above this? Then I'll be good. Pretty decent. Alright, it inverted and it just made this like low here. I might scalp this now. Yeah. I'm gonna try a scalp. Basically long this, and my stop's just gonna be here. I just added one to my position because I can't have, it's a small stop, so I can't have more there. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I get stopped out here. Oh my god. Wow. Thanks, NASDAQ. Oh, of course. Oh, looked like a low resistance run higher. Might have just chased that. Might have just chased it. I'm gonna give it one more try and it's based on the fun. I'm just gonna take it based on the 5. If we close back, yeah, I'll just take a wider stop on this. And let's see what I would do. Yeah, I just want to take a wider stop. All right. Brother. There we go. I'm gonna put it below 50% of this, but I think if it closed below this, then I'd probably cut it anyway. All right. What would we do, chat? What would we do? I feel like it might be asking for a lot. Mm-hmm. 嗯哼哼，嗯哼哼，嗯哼哼，11:08. I think I'm just gonna cut this because I'm clearly like feeling some type of way about the longs today. I'm cutting this. I'm just gonna go home. Yeah. I don't care what's gonna happen, but clearly I'm just not in the right mindset right now. Yeah, I'm cutting this. I feel like I just want to be part of something that's like gonna cleanly deliver to the upside, and so that's why I put my stop there at first. We got cut out, and I don't care if we ends up working out. Because I just realized I don't think I have the wherewithal to hold through with Trace if it actually goes down to here. Or maybe I just have too much on. Hmm. 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 This just goes without me. I can't. Maybe I just need to take one contract. Emotional. We had the 5. It closed above that inversion, came back, retested. I just have terrible fills, which made me like feel some type of way. Let's see. Thing is, after this, I think this was where I entered, right? And then I just was like, all right, on that scalp, I put my stop. Where did I put it? Oh, maybe I should have just put my stop there. Hmm. I don't know, chat. 5 minute, 15 minute. Guess I'll just wait until to see if the 15-minute closes. Hmm. Hands off the mouse right now for me. You think? Yeah, I don't know why I put my stop there. Should have put it like under here at least. I'm trying to just think about also how likely is it gonna be for it to go all the way back up there. We don't really have much news going on right now. And am I asking for too much? I don't think so if I'm asking for just like a scalp. But is the RR gonna work itself out? Where it's gonna, it's almost too late because I did get bad fills there. So if I'm saying it's like, if I'm looking for this, is it likely? I don't know. Still at 15. Yeah, I think, hmm. It's just hanging around here so much. How long has it been here? I feel like I need to enter. Wait until the 15-minute closes here. 15-minute here. This point. If it does go back up, it's like it's been dragging its feet. Alright, I think I have to just try one more time. My stop's going to be below the 5-minute inversion. Just this set of order blocks or whatever. What's this low? 33. See what it does at those highs. This all has these equal highs as well. One more time. Gonna celebrate. One more time. Gonna celebrate. Follow this. Mm-hmm. We love to see that, right? We just love to see when NASDAQ decides to do this bullshit. Mm-hmm. It went up, now it's at my break even, now it went up again. Like, this is just fun. It's the best price action ever. Oh. Well, I should cut this before it just freaking drops like a rock. It's not going. It didn't go anywhere. Inverted this. Rejected the inversion. Now broke this. I'm closing it for a negative 14.25. So for half my R again. So that's great, you guys. I'm down $4,000 today. That's fun. In my personal account. And yeah, you know what? I kept getting back in as it was like chugging up. It enticed me to get back in 2 more times. So those last ones I took like them off immediate. Well, the last one before that one was like negative 10 points. So I'm down like 2.4R today. That's fun. Sucks. But it's not out of control for me. What I do know, though, is, yeah, tough day. Kept looking for longs today. And then, I don't know. The first long was fine. The second one was probably chasing for a scalp when I never really scalp. And then I think it just enticed me to get back in again because of how it was reacting here. And then I just felt like, oh, well, I'd be really pissed if I missed this. And it's just not a clean move back up if it does go back up. Just don't like how it's continuously kind of, I can see it rejecting from here. I just don't like how it made a new high there and inverted this, right? That's what I highlighted. So just bad news for me. It's starting to, again, violate the bullish side. So I'll see here if that was the right decision to take it off earlier. Seems like it is. Seems like, because I had a feeling that it's just going to blast through. As it crept up, and seeing this on the 5, it just seems kind of like this is trend line liquidity at that point. Could easily just go down again after it failed this. So I saved myself money on the last 2 at least. But honestly, I don't know. Not the worst. Not the worst day. Not the worst. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. I could have held this and then gone stopped out and then raged, and then I'd be on top 5 live streamer losses on YouTube or something. Those pop up on my suggested, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be on there? But my losses are always pretty controlled. That's fun. Lost 4K of my own personal money there. That's fun. Tried along there. So basically it took almost 3 losses. A little bit less. But I'm happy I cut this earlier because honestly, I don't give a shit whatever Nasdaq wants to do now. This looks so good. 11.25. Yeah, I'll probably review. This is one of my worst weeks. Well, I was down like 1,500 this week. Now I'm down like 5,500. That's great. It's just not been a good week for me. Yesterday I got unlucky. Today I was a little bit, I did chase price like twice. And I regret that, I would say. But, it's okay. It did feel like this was a low resistance move up and this was going to stay here. And, I don't know, I almost wanted to buy this here. When it went up again, I was like, all right, I'll buy this one and treat this as a stop, which was way too tight. Could have done that. But even so, that would have been a bad fill anyway. So that would have been probably a loss. It probably would have cut it. We'll see this 5-minute. It's probably going to get violated. This is an old breaker and bullish FEG, but I don't really know why we'd need to come all the way back down here. I felt okay longing and chasing because when I took the entire range of the day, this is still in a discount. And it's still bullish for the day. Anyway, I'm glad I cut that last one here. Sometimes you can see it going against you and you want to cut it early and then you just can't bring yourself to do it, or you're just too slow. So I'm glad I did. Saved myself money there. Yeah. That's I'm just gonna turn off my cold turkey. Can't do much. It's not a long day. I thought that we would maybe have another reversal up to the upside. I'm having a bad day. Okay. Yeah, just don't make it worse. Don't make it worse. Just don't want to like at the end there. I was adding like at the end I was definitely feeling like starting to feel really annoyed with price because I feel like I would cut in, then it would just go back up, and then I would get back in, right? So that's definitely where I have to put in a disruption, which I did for the last one, right? Like I did take a second, I like to recollect myself, but this is just my cool down right now, so then I can finish this stream fine and not rage. Whatever. Whatever. 3 losses in a row sucks. Even if you did like cut it earlier or whatever, but it just sucks. Yeah, because I had 1, and then those last 3 are basically part of the same trade where I think I don't like it. I'm mad at myself because I took 2 trades and I'm down like 2.5 R or so. Right. 2.66 R. It could have just been 2 R. That's the only thing I'm annoyed about. That's not the worst. So I typically risk about like 1,500 a trade for my personal account. So it's a fucking shitty day. Whatever. I don't care. Happens. That's the thing at the end that I also kept thinking about. It's like, oh man, I kind of chase price. When you're in drawdown, you start thinking about the other side, and I'm like, okay, we don't really have news today. Already moved down. I don't know what the likelihood of us going all the way back up would be, right? Like, I don't know if we have that left in the tank. So, especially if that's how it was responding at the first leg up. Yeah, it's time to walk away. I'll review that later. Kind of reviewed it now, so that's good. I feel more controlled now to chill. Let's end the stream, and yeah, you guys, I think I should review all the trades I took this week. Not the worst week, but it could have been a lot better. Well, it could have been a little better, honestly. It's just the price didn't have my strategy, and it's okay, you can have a losing week. Price just didn't want to listen to me. I got unlucky yesterday too. Which adds to things, because once you start feeling like, oh, the price is just bullying you for a second, if it stops you out and then it goes against you right away, that's when you're starting to feel the emotions a bit more, right? And then gotta put a disruption in. whether it's you stand up or take a deep breath, or whether you feel like, all right, well, I took enough trades, it's time to walk away, which I'm going to walk away. I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be at the New York Stock Exchange. That'll be fun. But that's all. And to everyone that's, to my haters that are happy and like they're using this for fuel, okay, I took 2.5 losing trades. Go and run with it. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. So I feel good now, actually. I feel better. So you guys just got to see my like kind of cool down in real time and disruptions in real time. And that's how I stopped myself from completely blowing up, right? Because I could definitely lose 30K in a day from my personal account. That's totally possible if I let it go out of control. And that's the difference between personal accounts and funded accounts. I'm also in drawdown on my funded accounts, obviously. But this way it's controlled. Yeah, kind of annoyed at NQ, but whatever. She's not being very nice recently. Smaller ATRs were all-time highs. It's just tricky. I feel like it shows the volatility, like one small move, and then it kind of just completely dies out. And that's where it makes day trading really hard. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get more volatility in the marketplace. I don't think tomorrow will actually be an NFP release because the Bureau of Labor Statistics has said that they're not going to be releasing for like 10 days or whatever. So anyway, I turned on cold turkey, which closes all my softwares, and I'm just going to take a little walk now, have lunch, and then I'm just going to review my trades. But yeah, that's the only thing I think at the end there, right? I basically took 3 trades for the same idea. So I lost like 1.6 R instead of losing 1 R, and that was a little out of control. I could have been more in control there. That definitely was a little bit of FOMO or chasing or revenge trading, whatever you want to call it. I would have been fine if I just took that and just had the proper stop and held. Because then, right, then I probably would have seen that reversal and then even just cut it and save myself more money, and it wouldn't even be a negative 2R. But whatever, NASDAQ wants to be a bum. I would still take that first trade. The second trade, I think I could have just had a better entry. And if I was going to chase, I still need to leave room. Like, you can't just... Yeah, I can't just be like, I'm going to scalp this or whatever. But yeah, I feel good now. So that's my process, and you guys get to see the good, the bad, ugly. Today's more a bad day, but whatever. I hope everyone else has a good day and control what you can control. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you.